Hi there, hockey fans. This is Denise Carl from Hockey Buzz and 7th Woman.
I'm Anthony Curatolo from The Hockey Guys and CrashTheCrease.com.
And we are in beautiful downtown Westbury, and we're here to talk about the Islanders. So, Anthony, a little surprised at the start for the season for the New York Islanders?
It's an absolute surprising start for the Islanders this year, but a great one at that, I must say.
Yep.
I mean, they're definitely above the standard of expectations for this season so far, and it's been an exciting season to say the least.
Yep. We haven't had that many games, but John Tavares has absolutely proved that he was the #1 choice for the draft, and we're really reaping the benefits of that.
Well, what is there to be said about JT? I mean, the kid's on fire this year. He's found great line mates. He's played up to the standards of why he was chosen first overall, and because of him, the Islanders are where they are right now. I believe they're in playoff contention as of today, and it's a great start to the season. It's a great story for the Islanders. It's a great story for Tavares, and he's brought something to the Islanders that they haven't had in many, many years.
That would be called respectability. Right now, the Islanders stand at 7-6-6, and I'm very glad that they finally got that 7th win, because I didn't like that 6-6-6.
Especially playing on Friday the 13th.
Especially playing on Friday the 13th. And Scott Gordon had talked about making sure that they were at the 500 mark on the road, and he is absolutely getting that. So far, they've been able to win against the Caps. They've been able to beat Paul Maurice and the Thrashers. Yesterday,
the Hurricanes.
Sadly, the Hurricanes. Yesterday, they didn't quite make it, but they really tried.
As I stated in one of my blogs a couple days ago, a point is a point, Denise. And
absolutely.
Right now, no matter what time of the season it is, every point matters. Every single point matters. And getting a point on the road in Florida against a team who's hot right now, Tomas Vokoun has been on fire. The fact that they were able to not only come back from a 2-goal deficit to tie the game and get the point, it brings momentum into the next game.
Yep.
Even though they didn't get the win, they got the point. And you could take that and feed off that going into the next game.
Yep, and speaking about how good Vokoun was, let's talk about how great Dwayne Rolison has been, considering he's a 41-year-old goalie.
Listen, 41 years old, they decided in the offseason to go out and sign him to not a 1-year but a 2-year deal, and it's paid huge dividends so far. I mean, he's 5-1-5. One regulation loss for Dwayne Rolison, 41 years old. His save percentage at, I believe it's .913 right now. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a story in itself.
Absolutely. Nothing that I would have ever expected, but obviously something that Garth Snow knew would have happened. That's the reason why Dwayne got the 2-year deal and Marty Biron only got the 1. I know that there's a lot of talk about Marty being traded, and I think that was something that they absolutely agreed upon themselves when they first started. So,
the better situation right now is that DiPietro's been skating.
Yes, he has.
And we both know.
I haven't seen him, but they tell me he has.
Right. You know, you read the banter around the internet.
Right.
And the rumors and whatnot. But the better situation, like I said, is that he's skating again. Now, they have insurance policies. They signed Biron to the 1-year deal. Whatever the insurance policy is, whether they keep him for the rest of the year because maybe Ricky's not ready to come in even as a backup, or they get something for him as a trading chip, it was the perfect move in Garth Snow's situation. The perfect move, in my opinion. And the fact that, you know what, Marty hasn't played that bad. His record may not show it. He's a little inconsistent, sure, but you know what? He's gotten them points as well. And
as Gordon said, the problem with Marty is, you know, he's really not getting the run support because they were all still in baseball mode.
Well, we're all happy that season's over now, finally. We can get back into hockey in New York.
I was so tired of it. The other guy that has really been a surprise for the New York Islanders is somebody that I did an article on when he first started, which was Matt Moulson. Lucky or good, I think the kid is both.
Listen, I like to call Matt Moulson Eminem. And you know what? Why not? What's there to say about Matt Moulson? Waiver wire pickup from the Los Angeles Kings. Never had an opportunity in LA to really show off his skill set, which we're seeing now is something of a top-line talent. I mean, 16 points in 20 games, riding shotgun with Tavares. what more could you ask for as a young player in this league?
Well, what I wanted to ask for was I have already made a bet with Steve Carlson that he's going to get 20 goals by January. And Matt, I really need you to help me out on this because I don't want to lose.
Matt, you have a month and a half to get 12 goals.
Yes,
so.
but he had 23 more games to do it in, and I personally think he can do it. So he's got to prove that to me. I think he can.
Well, you know what? With Alcorso back and healthy, with Tavares centering the top line, and with Molson on his shotgun, it's definitely not impossible.
Nope, not impossible.
I think obviously he's going to have a career year. You know, it's inevitable at this point. He has 16 points in 20 games, 8 goals, 8 assists. He's a plus player, which last year the Islanders did not have a lot of.
No.
This year, it's starting to change a little bit.
Yep.
Their play at 5-on-5, their penalty kill. I mean, you don't get a plus for the power play, but even the power play has been really, really good so far this season. And a lot has to do with the play of Matt Molson.
Yep, and I also think that a lot has to do with the new coaching staff that Gordon's been able to bring in. A lot of changes have been made. They were doing very, very well on face-offs. The numbers have started to change a little bit. It's not as high as it was. Last night it was down to, I think, about 49%. It had been as high as 70. It had been as low as 17. So there is an anomaly somewhere in there in the face-offs, but at least they are not an easy team to beat. They come in every night and they compete, and that's all that those fans can absolutely hope for, right?
And absolutely, the Atlantic Division has a lot to worry about the New York Islanders this year, quite a bit in my opinion, and they're going to give everybody a run for their money this year. Whether it's on the road or at home, the team's gelling in the Gordon's system.
Absolutely.
And sure, they're still looking for a little bit more character in the face-off circle. They want to bring a consistency. And you know what? Right now, this season, that should be the main focus. Consistency. At least for right now. It's early still. You know, they're 20 games in. 20 games is a fraction of the season. And at 20 games, above 500, to me, for the Islanders this year, that's great.
That's great. Okay. The Islanders face the Boston Bruins on Monday. Then they continue their road trip by going to Minnesota on Friday, I think. And Saturday is the Blues, and then they top it off against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto next Monday. It's getting very loud out here, so I think we're going to end this right here.
Listen.
Anthony, great to have you here.
Denise, thank you so much for bringing me along. And hopefully next time the background situations will be a little bit different for us.
The bus. Okay, we're here. Bye-bye.